fam, this is part 2. I'm gonna be showing you how to shift into first gear, which is the basics that you need to know when you first get a bike so you can get just comfortable riding around in that first gear. I'm gonna also be showing you how to shift up into second gear as well, but first I'm gonna get you through the basics of that first gear and what you need to know before pushing that first gear. Alright, so let's get started with this. Now that you are on your bike, you want to go ahead and position yourself properly. On my bike, I am able to kind of sometimes place my foot flat down on the ground. Sometimes I'm not sure why, depending on, I'm guessing, the shoes that I wear. So now I am going to place up my kickstand. I'm going to raise up my left leg up. I'm going to place it on top of the shift leveler, and in order for me to get it into first gear, this is if you're practicing with the bike off, which I would suggest you doing before you actually get on it with it on. You know, just feel yourself on your bike. Go ahead and grab a handful of clutch with your left hand and go ahead and just select first gear, which is just by pressing down. On my bike, it's already on first gear, but let me put it back into neutral. This is the action that you would do, is press it down, the gear is selected into first gear. Now, you want to go ahead and practice, even with the bike off, just practice the bike releasing the clutch slowly. You know, just get a hang of releasing the clutch slowly, because that's what a lot of people, when they first start, that's their first mistake, is that they just go ahead and release the clutch all at once. They just bam, you know, and the bike just either wheelies or stalls or keeps stalling on them. You know, so you want to go ahead and practice just releasing it slowly at first. Once you have done that practice of releasing the clutch slowly, you want to go ahead and start your bike up. Before I start up my bike, because it is really loud, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to turn on my bike. I'm going to kick up my kickstand, because if you put it in first gear with the kickstand down, it is not going to stay on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick my kickstand up, put it in first gear, but I'm going to grab a handful of the front brake, which is the right hand front, the leveler. You're going to hold it down. You're going to squeeze it as tight as you can. So this is the clutch, and this is our brake. Right hand side is brake, clutch. Alright. Hold it down. You're going to squeeze it as tight as you can. You're going to grab a handful of clutch, put your kickstand up, pop it into first gear, and what you are going to do with the bike on, you're going to release the clutch slowly and figure out where your release point on your clutch is at. You know, so you can know when the bike is going to actually start rolling. Some bikes don't start rolling until the clutch is fully out. Some bikes engage as soon as you let go a tiny bit of the clutch. So you want to know exactly at what point your bike is going to engage and start rolling. With that being said, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and start my bike and demonstrate what I was talking about. So what I just did there, I did it 3 times. I don't know if you guys can pick up on the audio how the bike sounds. And as soon as I'm releasing a bit of the clutch, the tone of the bike changes when you feel that the bike is engaging. All right, so that's at the point where you want to start adding throttle. All right, when you start releasing it at that point, say you already know where the clutch engages and it releases, and you know where the bike is going to start moving. That's when you know exactly how much gas you can start throttling and when to start adding the gas. Because you don't want to be on the throttle revving your bike up and then just dump the clutch out. Okay, so that being said, that's how you put the bike into first gear. And well, you want to get familiarized first with your first gear, you know, before you go shifting into second. Shifting into second gear is pretty much a repeat of first gear, but the only difference is that the gear is no longer pushing down on the leveler. Now you will be pressing up or pulling up with your foot. My bike is in neutral, and now what you want to do is, say you're about to start riding, okay? So you're gonna put it in first gear. You're gonna slowly take off. Whoa. Okay, it comes to the point where you have to shift into that second gear. All right, you're gonna grab into the clutch. This is all gonna have to happen in a fastly timed manner, but you could take your time. You know, you don't have to rush it. Take your time. It's just you're gonna have a more jolty shift with the longer you do take in between shifts. So you want to grab your clutch, and instead of pushing down on the shift leveler, you pay attention closely to my foot. I am now with my foot underneath the leveler, and I am going to push up, and that brought my bike into second gear. Okay, now I can release. Since you're going to be rolling, you can release your clutch smoothly, and your bike will continue rolling at the same pace. As long as you do it in a timely manner, you can keep your gas, you know, at the same pace, same RPMs. And then to shift into third, you just repeat the process again. Clutch in, shift up, release clutch, and your bike is going. Okay. All right, Cali fam, you know what time it is. If you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. A lot of you guys have been requesting to see my helmet up and close. You guys want a close-up of my helmet? This is what I rock. This is my lid. I took out the camera mount just so you guys could check it out. It's a special edition. Tomorrow I'll be doing the rest of the video, completing this part 3. You know, it's just showing you guys how to ride a bike for the first time. You know, I don't want you guys to be scared. For you guys that are getting a new bike, you know, it's real simple. You know, so just, if you watch this video all the way to the end, on the comments, drop what kind of bike you are picking up or planning on getting, and stay tuned, man.